everyone. 8 o'clock, 8:05 Central Time, 24th of February, 2017. I took a quick trade here. Got stopped out at 76. My initial entry was like 80, and then I re-entered again. It's cheaper price, 77. So I'm trying to just take a quick scalp here. Right now it's going in my favor here, so I'll give it a. I might just put it to break even now just in case it roll against me. So actually, yeah, that would be a good place right there. Yeah, because in case it shot up and then it just kind of slow its way down, then at least I'm pretty covered. So just an explanation to my rationale as to why I traded a downtrend, or I counter traded a downtrend. It's because so you can see this one final push here, and your previous, okay, so target is hit. So your previous swings or wave pattern, whatever you call it, it's just making lower highs, right? So it's suddenly about this one, it just kind of topped out even, or actually made a higher high right there, and then it tries to push it down one more time, and as you can see, it just kind of stalled in this area. Put a kind of stalled right there. So at this point, actually, my first entry was right there. So at this bar, it was red earlier. I put it as an entry, and I quickly got stopped out because it was a fresh 1 minute candle, and it was just kind of dancing around, and I my stop was just too tight. So, but I mean, regardless, I re-entered for, like I said, the scalp, right? Because right now day is looking uglier than ever. So you can see you're already in the red. I mean green, red, green, red. So normally it'll just kind of dance around this area right here. So when I see this kind of price pattern, I tend to shy away for longer targets just because it could all well be that you have buyers right here coming in at 71s around this area, because as you can see, um, if you back up from here, for instance, all your wicks are forming on the high side, and the closing price is lower to the closing portion, and suddenly things are reversing now. So every time it tries to push up, it gets sold off. Push up, sold off. Push up, sold off. I mean, you could see that on all these price pattern right here. So is downside more of a move? It looks that way, but if you think that way, then you just almost reverse your thinking, because that's what crude is also actually going to do. Um, so that's why I'm expecting some buyers to come in, on all these bottom wicks right here, and you could break down to lower time frame. So let's go to, like, I don't know, 4 hours maybe. So see, this thing is making higher lows. So if this thing gets sold off around here, so might able to expect some buyers to come in, and just really mainly just scalping today. So anyhow, so that's my second trade. First one was almost a scratch, but um, um, we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna trade, because yesterday I was kind of, I mean, I was still feeling sick. Right now I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm so congested, and it's just hard to focus when you're not feeling well. So, and I even told myself that I wasn't going to trade today, but I'm right here in front of my computer programming, and I just saw this part of my tape reading skills, I guess, whatever you call it. See, right now it's so slow, right? It's almost dead. It's not even moving right now. See, it's like changing hardly any little. Well, when this candle was occurring, oh, sorry, this candle was occurring, this stream right here of price was just going nuts. Um, and when I mean nuts, it's just, just you can't even read the price. It was going so quickly. And at the same time, I'm staring at my dome here, and at 76, it just wasn't moving. It's just sitting there. Uh, you know, just it seems like it put a support in there, and to where it can't penetrate any lower. So I knew I was kind of in the right place for a bounce. So when I saw that, I gave it a shot, and then like I said, I'm counter trending here, so my risk is much lower, and I was able to get it at a cheaper price for the bounce. So, anyways, so I guess that's like a one quick scalping technique um, for you, just in case those. I know there are certain folks that are trying to figure out what I'm doing, and so hopefully you're listening to what I'm saying right now, because I mean, really, I try to keep my trading as simple as possible, and really these are all the tools that I use, and mainly, the daily prices and open, high, low, close kind of deal. So anyhow, okay, well, I'll pause the video. I'll come right back. Okay, guys, just a quick mention of um, well, I guess where the market is at the moment. Like for gold, for instance, so you got sellers right here. We know that because there's this huge, large wick that happened right here. So my thinking is that at some point you have a gap in price right here as your first level, and then as you can see, there's a breakout area right here. So I'm thinking, just my thought, that he'll stall right here somewhere. Those are the levels, because other than that, I mean, this thing is probably looking to gravitate higher and test this last high right here. So that upper wick is probably what's going to gravitate to as far as a long signal. Because right now, I mean, you can see, I mean, it's very clear. You don't need a moving average to figure out it's uptrending, right? So, but if you're going to counter trade it and you're going to fade it, then I'm really interested in where the selling took place. So, as as you can see in this area, this thing quickly collapsed, and so this is kind of like a supply demand level type concept. So, uh, certainly these two levels are interest for me. So the dollar, right now the dollar is, might trend down lower here, but I'm really expecting support at this level right here. And you might be due for a bounce if it holds this level right there. So what am I saying? I'm saying there might be a good chance that if it holds this level, then it'll go higher and test these levels right here, this area. Now the S&P, I pulled a weekly just because this thing has been up, 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 and up, and this thing is due for a short. I'm actually contemplating on shorting and holding a position, one position over the weekend and see how much I can get out of it. But right now, as you can see, it's about, what is that, 50, 67, it's at about 17, 16 points roughly from the high. So there's too much risk to take for a trade. So I think I might wait till it gets to certain several levels. But for sure, I'm going to look at this right at the close, because I'm gonna short this right at the close if it stayed weak like this. But so like I said, it depends. I need to kind of watch the tape. So at the moment, I'm just programming and trying to finish my codes. So anyhow, yeah, with CL, man, this is just a nasty chart right here. I'm really just waiting for this thing to pop either direction. So right now, this is going to be a losing trade right here. I mean, if I was to swing this, I'm really just asking to lose. So I'm gonna wait until I get a better cleaner move, kind of like these. It's fairly smooth. You can actually, you can visually see the retracement. So anyhow, I'll pause the video at the moment. That's kind of my price sentiment for this coming week. Um, we'll wait for something to develop, and because right now, yeah, I mean, and being a Friday today, by the way, I can see this thing maybe just move a little bit more towards 8:30. When the pit opens, and then 8:30, or I'm sorry, 8:30 equity markets open, and then you might have a little bit of jigging around, and then when you realize what you're really trading is just a poor range. It's like 50 cents, 40-cent range. So that's going to be a hassle to try to capture even 10 ticks out of it. So all right, well, yeah, I'm even struggling to speak just because I feel like I have to catch my breath. I'm so congested. So I'll pause the video. If I find anything, I'll come back. Okay, guys, decided to just call it a day today. Two trades. One almost a stop out to two ticks, and as you can see, and you saw the last one to be a winner. Yeah, just Friday. I mean, and my head's not really into this. I've been just watching it and watching the tape, and just I can't see a play here that I could really use. But at the moment, it looks like it's starting to trend higher, and um, I'm getting tempted to buy this level right here at 53.85 and see if it bounce higher. But it's just, I don't know. It's crummy right now. It doesn't really look all that good, I guess. Anyways, all right. Well, that's it for me. Hope you guys are doing better than I am. And if you're learning from this uh, video, or you're getting something out of my videos, I appreciate the like button if you can click them. And until then, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always leave your comments on the comment section. So until then, y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you on our next trading. Take care.